Alright, let's talk steak. First things first, you gotta pick a good one. For beginners, I recommend ribeye or sirloin. Ribeye is marbled and juicy, sirloin is lean and flavorful. Both are winners. Look for a steak that's about 1 inch thick, bright red, and has a bit of marbling, those white lines of fat. Trust me, the fat is your friend, it equals flavor. Don't be afraid to ask your butcher for recommendations. They're the experts and can point you in the right direction. Once you've got your steak, take it home and let's get cooking. This is gonna be fun, I promise. Now, seasoning. It's simpler than you think. We only need 2 things, salt and pepper. But don't be shy, use them generously. Salt enhances the natural flavor of the meat and pepper adds a nice kick. Remember, we're going for maximum flavor here. Season your steak liberally on both sides just before you're ready to cook. Avoid salting too far in advance as it can draw out moisture. Now let's get that pan fired up. Get your trusty pan nice and hot. We want it screaming hot, almost smoking. This is key for a good sear. While the pan's heating up, add a knob of butter. I like to use unsalted butter so I can control the saltiness. As the butter melts, it'll start to foam and sizzle. That's what we want. The hot butter will give your steak that beautiful golden crust. Now, are you ready for the fun part? Let's cook this steak. Gently lay the steak in the center of the hot pan. You should hear a satisfying sizzle. That's the sound of deliciousness in the making. Now leave it alone. Resist the urge to poke or prod. Let it sear for a good 2 to 3 minutes on each side. We want a nice, even crust. Don't worry. We'll check for doneness later. Once the first side is beautifully browned, flip it over and repeat on the other side. See? Easy peasy. Now, how do we know when our steak is cooked to perfection? It's all about the color and feel. For a medium rare steak, we're looking for a nice golden brown on the outside and a slightly pink center. A meat thermometer is your best friend here. Stick it into the thickest part of the steak. For medium rare, it should read around 130 to 135 degrees Fahrenheit or 55 to 57 degrees Celsius. Remember, the steak will continue to cook a bit even after you take it off the heat. Section 6. Rest, relax, and render. The importance of patience. Once your steak is cooked to your liking, take it off the heat and let it rest. This is crucial. Resting allows the juices to redistribute throughout the steak, resulting in a more tender and flavorful bite. Place the steak on a cutting board and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. You can tent it loosely with foil to keep it warm. While the steak is resting, let's make a simple but delicious pan sauce. Section 7. Butter bath, the final touch. Remember that buttery goodness in the pan? Don't let it go to waste. Add a splash of red wine or beef broth to the pan and scrape up all those flavorful bits from the bottom. Simmer for a minute or 2, then swirl in another knob of butter for richness. Spoon this luxurious sauce over your rested steak for an extra layer of flavor. Now, are you ready to eat? I know I am. Section 8. Common mistakes dodging the steak pitfalls. One of the biggest mistakes is overcrowding the pan. Give your steak space to breathe. If the pan is too crowded, the steak will steam instead of sear. Another common mistake is not letting the pan get hot enough, remember. We want it screaming hot for that beautiful crust. Lastly, don't be afraid to experiment. Cooking is all about having fun and trying new things. So go ahead, get creative and make that steak your own. Section 9. Enjoy! You did it. Congratulations, you've cooked a restaurant-quality steak in the comfort of your own home. Pat yourself on the back, you deserve it. Now slice that beauty up and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Serve it with your favorite sides, pour yourself a glass of wine and savor every bite. You've earned it.